Okay, another overnight passive investigation. Some EMF activity. The first one which occurred is about to come up now, and it was another relatively minor EMF trigger. Quite a long period before we see the next one. And that will be coming up soon. I should add, I need to watch this video again in total darkness because there is still quite a bit of daylight when I initially analysed this video. And as I'm recording the sound now, here's the next EMF. Yeah, we'll go quite a big spike on that one. But yeah, like I say, I think if I watched in total darkness, I might well pick up some additional features which I missed on the daytime viewing. But so anyway, yeah, this video was recorded by my GoPro, and I did change the settings slightly. The exact settings I used are in the video description. I think I recorded this one. Yes, I did record it at 2 frames per second. 2-second intervals, I should say. So it's a longer video. The previous ones were just under 4 minutes. These ones will be around 8 minutes. And again, what we see now is quite a long extended period where nothing happened across the night. Now on this video, as far as I can see from it, there were only 4 EMF triggerings. So quite a quiet one. I know this is the 3rd video in the series, but it was, yeah. The first one that I did, I think there was 8 EMF triggers and also the strange blue flashing light very early on in the video. And then what might have been some sort of haze late on in the video, just before dawn broke. Now the second strange light phenomenon might well have been an artifact of the emerging dawn. I don't want to kind of overinterpret that as being something it isn't, but I still think that the first one, that blue flash, was something quite interesting. So there is another EMF trigger coming up now. And again, I believe this one was just quite a small one, nothing spectacular. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, quite a bit. Still, there was 2 actually. Yeah, there was 2 triggered in quite quick succession there. So again, what we have now is a long period on the video where nothing happens. And basically for the next 4 minutes or so of this video, which might well account for, if an 8-hour video, if an 8-minute video equates to around 7 hours of sleep time, then we're talking, there's around 4 hours now, at least. Yeah, around 4 hours when nothing happens on the EMF. It is all quiet. Which is interesting as well, because the EMF appears to be quite stable. It doesn't appear to be in any way non-functioning, and I have tested it against electrical, non-electrical, and it works perfectly fine. So whatever is being picked up does seem to be very intermittent, whatever is causing it to trigger. And on this particular video, there were 2 long extended periods where nothing actually happened, and I believe now there's still effectively the equivalent of 2 more hours recording time needs to pass before anything is seen again, which is very interesting. So okay, let me just see. Yeah, I don't want to cut these videos either just to produce like a highlight video, because I think that kind of defeats the point. I just want to upload the full video in its entirety, warts and all, whether anything happens or whether it doesn't. The video gets uploaded so that I've got like a catalogue of content to reflect on. And like I say, there's no way I can, at least right now, determine a way to timestamp these videos, to put some sort of timestamp in the video from the GoPro. And I've also thought about putting a small digital camera with an LCD display near the lens, but again that would defeat the point, I think, because that will be giving off quite a bit of light, and I just don't want to pollute the viewing atmosphere in and around the equipment. Now, I am going to touch on one thing. This video was from Thursday, and I went out yesterday to Chillingham Castle to try to do an investigation, and also to test out my new camera, my Pocket 4. It didn't go particularly brilliantly. It was still nice to get up there, but I did come back, and before I went to bed at around 1 a.m. I decided to do one more passive investigation. Now, I will be uploading that video tomorrow, and some of the things that happened really have blown me away. I've got some camera footage from my phone when I jumped up out of bed, and also the time lapse, which I haven't viewed in its entirety yet. But that said, I think that tomorrow's video is extremely interesting, and I just don't know what to make of things, what is going on, because there is something happening. What it is, I simply don't know, but a lot of this equipment is being triggered, and some phenomena is also being picked up intermittently across the night. So anyway, yeah, I look forward to sharing that video tomorrow, and I'll have to put a bit more work into that one. Now you see there, that might look a bit creepy, but no, that was just me. The door opened and closed. That was a time lapse of me going to the bathroom. So here's the next EMF trigger, another quite big, strong one there. So yeah, it was interesting. I decided to leave that clip in there. You can see that the time lapse caught, obviously, the bathroom door having been opened and then closed. So that is not any strange paranormal activity. That was just simply me getting up in the middle of the night, or I should say late on in the night, just before dawn, and going to the bathroom. So that is the end of this video, and like I say, some intermittent EMF triggers very early on in the evening, which seem to phase out, with the exception of one just before dawn. So I'll post the next video tomorrow.